Hello everyone, and welcome to the Belgian Villains channel. Today, we'll be giving you commentary on the match that took place this Sunday, the 5th of October, at Villa Park. Villains were playing against Burnley. It was quite an important match. A match that had to be won for Aston Villa to start climbing back up the table and to try to reach the European places by the end of the season. The match began with quite intense pressing from Burnley, but Aston Villa kept calm possession, moving the ball around patiently. Then came a very good move from Morgan Rogers, who nearly created a goal for Villa. He struck from the right side of the box, aiming for the top corner, but unfortunately the ball was deflected. That led to a corner, taken by Lucas Dean and met by Ezri Konsa's header, but sadly it was saved. The corner was deflected by Dubravka, who up to that point was having quite a good game, and who, since the start of the season, has been doing his best to stop as many shots as possible. Though unfortunately, he often struggles due to a defense that isn't strong enough. We had to wait until around the 25th minute, when Boubacar Kamara played a very good pass that went all the way across the pitch to MALEN, who had made a run in behind. He was closely followed by Esteve, who chased after him, but MALEN still managed to beat him for pace and shoot into the bottom left corner. It was quite a difficult one for the keeper to stop, as Esteve should have been able to block the ball. A disappointment for Burnley and the first goal of the season for MALEN, who hadn't yet shown much despite a good start in the pre-season friendlies. A very fine goal that put Aston Villa 1-0 ahead, thanks to an excellent pass from Boubacar Kamara. Despite the difference in quality, Burnley still managed to create several chances, most of which were offside, until a very good shot was stopped by Emiliano Martinez, a save that prevented what could have been a goal shortly after Malen's opener. Then, towards the end of the first half, a good move that could have resulted in a penalty was created by Morgan Rogers, who had just played a 1-2 inside the box with John McGinn and went down after a slight push from a Burnley defender. The penalty wasn't given, as the referee judged the contact to be too soft. But shortly after, in stoppage time, Aston Villa could easily have gone 2-0 up. Ollie Watkins had a great chance right in front of goal after receiving a rather awkward pass, but unfortunately he shot over the bar. A lack of finishing there, as that would have been the goal to seal the game before half-time. Both teams therefore went into the dressing rooms with the score at 1-0 to Villa. After the second half began, we saw a new rhythm from Aston Villa. They were much quicker in all their actions. They needed to score that second goal to secure the lead and finally take proper control of the match. Early in the second half, Morgan Rogers had a very good chance, but it was unfortunately stopped by Dubravka. However, shortly after, Morgan Rogers managed to win the ball back and play a perfect through pass to MALEN, who finished powerfully into the left side of the net, unstoppable for the goalkeeper. 2-0 to Aston Villa at that point, a brace for MALEN, and a superb goal. But Aston Villa hadn't finished attacking yet. Matty Cash came close to scoring with a long-range shot that was struck from very far out. His effort was deflected, and Dubravka showed great reflexes to stop a ball that everyone thought was going in. Then came a Burnley corner, where Hugo Shfoko managed to get his head on the ball. Up to that point, Aston Villa's defence had been excellent, and no one could criticise their positioning, except on that corner, where they made a big mistake by leaving Hugo Shfoko completely unmarked, allowing him to place a header past Emiliano Martinez. 2-1 for Aston Villa, with a goal for Burnley near the end of the second half. At the very end of stoppage time, Aston Villa had a very good chance through Lucas Dean, who managed to win the ball back inside the penalty area and struck it with the outside of his foot, but once again Dubravka produced a superb save to prevent it from becoming 3-1. Unlucky for Lucas Dean, who had played a fantastic match up to that point and could have crowned it with a goal. Unfortunately, in the final minute of the game, Emiliano Buendia was caught by an elbow to the face. He looked completely dazed and couldn't continue the match. We hope to get more information soon about what happened and how he's doing. The match therefore ended 2-1 to Aston Villa, a fine victory, their fourth in a row. We hope to see them keep this form going and continue to progress during the international break. On that note, thank you for watching the video, and up the Villa.